everybody. Greg Stine here, Executive Vice President of Oracle and Marketing Communications, and I am standing in front of the new Concept Center in early April 2024. Right now I'm standing, doesn't look like much, but this will be basically where the front door entrance is to the Concept Center. I'm going to walk straight back through the building. Right now I'm walking through what will be the lobby, and then you can't see much of the lobby here. It's a controlled job site. Safety is of utmost importance here on the job site. Try not to trip on rebar and other things that are going on.
The area in this direction where I'm pointing will be the Oracle events area. Looking back toward the rear of the building, I'm standing right now inside what will be the office space. The last row of these posts mark the end of the office area, which will have a first and a second floor. These posts will form the interior wall separating the office from the warehouse in both directions. Then, as we go into this area, we're now in the open Concept Center area where we'll do the bulk of the real work inside the warehouse space. Recording this, I'm walking around in the mud as it rained heavily a few days ago. You can see in the distance I'm heading towards a concrete pad that's been poured. Eventually, all this will become the building's concrete floor. As I mentioned earlier, you can see we had rain a few days ago, left a few puddles on the job site. As we approach the concrete that's been poured so far, Arco, our builder, pours one section at a time, and it's an ongoing process. By the end of the project, all these sections will create the 500,000 square feet that form the Concept Center. All right, here we are on the edge of the current concrete slab. Section by section, this is poured and finished. Over the next few weeks, the entire floor will be poured. You can see temporary lights in the distance. It's my understanding that it takes more than 12 hours from the start of a pour to the point where it's finished and cured enough to walk away from. This process takes workers well into the evening and into darkness, thus the need for the lights. Over here on the right, where we're looking now, you see a number of workers. What they're actually doing is building the walls, which will also be made from concrete. They use a finished pad to build the forms for pouring the concrete. They put a type of release agent down on the concrete so the concrete doesn't stick to itself, then build the wood forms that create the shape of the walls. Once that's done, they'll pour the concrete into these forms and finish the top side, which will be the outside of the building. The actual shape of the walls is marked out on the ground. The workers in the distance are installing rebar, which will enhance its strength and durability against a variety of forces. How does one lift a solid concrete wall? Well, once the concrete is poured, the walls will be lifted with a crane and stood up. Over here, as I look down off the edge of the slab, you can see this ditch. It's currently full of mud, but below that is a concrete foundation. The team will scrape out the mud, stand it up, and fasten walls here. And then when that's all in place, they'll finish pouring the concrete between the existing slab and the outer walls to complete the floor. Off there in the distance is the Oracle corporate headquarters. There'll be a path and a road between here, the back of the Concept Center, to the parking lot and the corporate office. We're going to walk here and take a look at the workers building the forms for the outer walls. We'll take one final turn and face back towards where we started, amidst the rebar that will be used up in the walls. Over the coming weeks, all the concrete will be poured all the way to where we started this tour, building one large flat area that will become the future Oracle Concept Center. I hope you enjoyed this quick tour. Watch for more behind-the-scenes videos as we work to complete this exciting project.